Hello, I'd like to take a few moments to review about the emergency care of loose and poking wires. Let's zoom in on our model here, and let's start by reviewing the parts of the braces. The little square attached here directly to the front of the tooth is called a bracket. The little metal ring that goes around the tooth in the back here is called a band. And the wire runs between those. And the wire is actually what allows the teeth to move. Now, one of the more common problems we see with wires is that oftentimes the wire will end up being very long and sticking out of the back of the last brace, causing irritation to the cheek and the gums. One of the more simpler solutions is that often the wire has actually moved to that side, and it's easy to actually take a small pair of tweezers and adjust that wire by grabbing the wire in the front and sliding it back to the other side, as you can see here. Now let me demonstrate that one time here again. There it is sticking out the back. You grab the wire in the front and slowly scoot the wire over to the other side. If that does not solve the problem, of course, the solution again would be, as it is in most occasions, to place a big ball of wax in the area. By placing the ball of wax, it will prevent irritation of the cheeks and gums from the wire. If I turn my model around then, let's talk about another common problem that we often see with the braces, and that's a wire which has actually come out of the last brace, as you can see here. This happens often when there's a big distance between the front braces and the back braces, as you see on this model. The first solution to this problem would be, again, using the tweezers to grab the wire, bend it a little bit, and replace the wire back into the brace, as I did there. Now, if that doesn't solve the problem, again, the solution would be placing a big ball of wax in that area to eliminate and avoid the irritation of the gums in the cheek. Oftentimes, though, the solution of bending the wire and placing it in the brace does not work for the thicker wires. So the thicker wires will often tend to stay in place up against the teeth better, so they really only require a ball of wax to protect the area. A final solution, which is really a last resort, would be to actually clip the wire and remove that piece of wire from the mouth. Using a small pair of craft scissors, you can often go to the front of the mouth, go to the farthest forward brace here as you see, clip the wire. After clipping the wire, you want to use your tweezers, grab the piece of wire, and remove it from the mouth. Again, this is a last resort because now you've got an exposed area where there is no wire connecting the back teeth with the front teeth. Again, remember the wax. Very important to use wax as needed in the different areas. And when you clip the wire again, remember to come to the farthest forward tooth and clip in that area. If the wire is thicker and it needs to be clipped, a small pair of scissors might not be adequate. You might have to turn to something a little more heavy duty like a wire cutter. If that's the case, make sure again you're clipping as far forward in the mouth as you can and removing the piece of the wire that goes to the back. Just a reminder, these are all temporary solutions to emergency problems that may arise in the mouth. Oftentimes, if we're available, you can have these problems solved in our office. But if not, please contact us as soon as possible, and therefore we can solve the problem and get you back on track to get your teeth moving in the right direction.